Hey guys, what's up? All right, so about 2 weeks ago, I went ahead and I braved the Arizona rainy monsoon season, and I went ahead and I went out to a local Goodwill. I'm glad I did. I really didn't want to go. It was raining. I was tired, the whole damn deal. Glad I went, and what I found was these. Glass NFL beer steins. Now these are from the 1990s, about mid-1990s, and they have a few teams that don't exist, like the Oilers, that sort of thing, Oakland Raiders, that have, moved and that sort of thing. So mid-1990s, glass, pretty heavy. I found the entire league. So I found every team in the league from the mid-1990s. Pretty awesome find. Now there was 0 comps on there. There was a couple mugs here and there that people had sold, but nobody was selling the entire season. So I had no idea what to price it at. So my first thought was, I'm gonna put them up on auction. And so I went ahead and did that, and not a soul bid on them. It sucked. I thought I was gonna get some, good offers, that sort of thing, but nobody bid on it, right? So my next thing was, okay, I'll do buy it now. So I put it up on Mercari, I put it up on eBay, and I put it up buy now, and I played with the price. I was hoping to get between $200 and $300 or so for them. And so I kept moving the price up and down, hoping somebody would bite on the price, right? Hopefully they would see kind of the movement and that sort of thing. I got a lot of questions in the meantime, right, from potential customers. Can you sell me just one mug? Can you sell me a set of mugs, that sort of thing? And no, the answer is no. I'm not gonna break the set up. So I had to kind of hang tight, and finally, just the other day, somebody pulled the trigger. In total, with shipping, $205 is what they paid. It was, I think they paid like $150, and then I had the shipping priced at around 60 some dollars or $55 or somewhere in there. But anyways, in total, $205 is what they paid. It's not going that far away. It's going to Texas. So hopefully that will kind of reduce my shipping costs. So you know what? I've got to pack these suckers now. So luckily I've done it before. Or I've done, fragile items before. If you haven't checked out my other video, which was, I used to sell these clay cantaritos. I'll put the link up there so you can check it out. But I used to sell these clay cantaritos, and it was cups, and I used to sell 36 at a time and ship them across the country without them breaking. So I'm gonna do that with these. So I'm gonna show you kind of how I would package them and talk about that. The difference with these and the cantaritos is these have the handles, so I've got a little bit of that to deal with, so it's going to require a little bit of experimentation. But let's go ahead and get into it, and I will show you kind of how I'm going to tackle this. All right, so first step, we have to bubble wrap these suckers all individually. So I have to bubble wrap 30 of these little bastards. So it's going to take a little bit, so sit tight. But anyways, hey, if I'm sweating like a pig, I apologize. It is hot as hell in the back of the warehouse back here. So by the time I get done, I'm just gonna be glistening. So enjoy. Actually, all right, let's get this wrapped, or these wrapped. All right, done. That took a little while, but now everything is bubble wrapped, so we're good to go. We can move on to the next step. Nice and sweaty, awesome. But okay, so here's what I've got for supplies to complete the next steps. All right, so what I've got here is I have a U-Haul cell kit. What this is a pack of the dividers you would usually find if you order glasses or wine or beer or anything like that. It's all these little dividers, and it's also the pads that go in between the dividers. So it comes with 3 different sets, and these are the short ones, and then there's a taller one here for taller glasses, that sort of thing. But you can get this at U-Haul. It's about $8, and it's a complete kit. Now this is 18 by 18 inches. The boxes that I've got are more narrow, so I've got to size this down. So this is Home Depot's heavy duty box. They come in different sizes, but this is a small. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those cells from U-Haul and we're gonna put them in here and we're gonna size it down. So, and to size it down, I'm just gonna cut them up. So let's go ahead and do that and I'll size it down and I'll put those inside and you can kind of see how I assemble it. So first things first, I've got the small, heavy duty Home Depot box. You may hear me say U-Haul a few times because I'm so used to getting U-Haul boxes, but it's a Home Depot box. We have to measure it so that we can figure out what size we need to make the cell kit to go in this sort of thing. So here we're gonna measure it, 17 inches, 11 inches. So that's the size that we've got to work with. Let's go ahead and put a few glasses in there just to kind of get an idea of about how many we think we can do in here, just for the heck of it. That'll give us kind of an idea. So we're gonna need, we've got about 30 different glasses. So we're gonna need 2.5 boxes. I may use another smaller box to size the last couple down, but that's about what we're gonna need. So let's go ahead and open up the U-Haul cell box and start to size that down to 11 by 17 inches. All right, here's the cell kit from U-Haul. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. What we're dealing with, see if we got anything else in there. Nope, looks good. All right, so it's got the pad that goes in between each of the cells. There's another one in here. It just happens to be folded in half. I'll get that out. It looks like it's just part of the packaging. Like you could totally just throw that away and think, oh yeah, that's just garbage. So. But yeah, so those are the pads that go in between, so the cells go on top of these, and if you were going to stack 2 sets of the cells, then it would, those pads would look like that. So, all right, let's get that out of the way. All right, here's the cells, come in 2 different sets, and get that out of the way. So let's measure this, 18. So we can go 17, so we need to trim these down a little bit. Let's do that. Measure 11 inches on this one here. All right, let's get the box up here and throw these in and see what they look like. It looks like fits. Looking decent. I don't think we're gonna get the amount of cups in we thought, just with the handles and whatnot, but let's give it a go and see what happens here. So here's what I like to do with this. I like to line the bottom of the box with bubble wrap, and this is the heavy duty small box, so let's go ahead and line that. So we'll line that with bubble wrap. It's just extra protection. And we'll go ahead and throw this on top like that. And then let's go ahead and start putting the glasses in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another layer of bubble wrap on this, and for me, bubble wrap, like, you can almost never use enough of it. so I kind of overdo it with the bubble wrap in between layers, all kinds of things. So I'm going to put that on. But before I put that on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the divider, I'm going to size it down so that it fits. So these are the dividers that came with it. And these go in between layers like that. It's a little bit too long. It's about right. I'm gonna trim it just a hair more. That. And let's go ahead and put that bubble wrap on. All right. So I'm just gonna wrap the bubble wrap around this to keep it in place. Where did that piece of tape come from? That's crazy. Didn't have that earlier. All right, so let's put that down. All right, so there's the bubble wrap in between the layers there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a few loose on here. So right now, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, we had 8 in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a few more on top, just kind of loose, but we're gonna pack them real well here with paper, and hopefully that will survive the trip. But let's go ahead and do that. So then to kind of spare you guys the pain of watching me go through this again, I just did the exact same thing on a second box of glasses, but this time what I did is I sized this one down and I didn't put that top layer in. So I just did all the bottom layer with the cells, and then I sized it down. And then what I'm gonna do, all right, so I've got a few of these 9x8x6 boxes. These are boxes I just happen to carry. And we're gonna put a few of the mugs in these, and we're gonna put them on top of the box that we just did. Just because we do have some extra room, we can get some extra glasses on there, and this will kind of help to keep these ones safe instead of, you know, loose, that sort of thing. So let's box these up. Probably get about 2 or 3 maybe in here. Sort of thing, and then we'll size them down so that way they're protected. And we may stick a little bit more bubble wrap in here in between, or some paper or something like that, just to kind of keep them from bouncing around. But we'll do that at the end when we close it up. All right, so let me grab the box resizer here real quick, and let's size this down. All right, throw that in there. There you go, size it down nice. So that's 2 more. And we'll put a little bit of padding in here like we talked about. Let's go with some paper. A little crushed paper in there just for the heck of it. A bit more. Everything's gonna be slightly sweaty, that cost extra. All right, close that up now. All right, good to go. Let's bring our box back up. There you go, side by side. They fit like a glove. It's gonna be a little bit tight on top here, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll just loosely tape it down. That's kind of what I always do, is I kind of give it a little bit of a loose tape, and then I float it. So I'll show you that in a little bit. All right, so here's the finished product. You got 2 small Home Depot boxes, and then you've got these 13 by 11 by 5 boxes. So I've got 2 of those. So now I've got to get this all inside a larger box so that we can float it. Now, a little bit of my problem is with the handles, it made everything a little bit larger than I expected. So because it had the handles, I packed them really well, but I have to make kind of a judgment call on as far as, you know, typically what I would like to do is put some padding all the way around the outside of these boxes so that way they are protected all the way around. But like I said, I have to make a little bit of a judgment call. I packed them really well inside the boxes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna float them, but I'm just gonna float it on the top and possibly, the top and possibly the bottom. So I'll crush paper and put it on the top and on the bottom. If I can fit some on the sides, I will, but that's kind of what I'm going to do now. So I'll get these out of the way. I'll bring over my larger box, and then I'll start stacking these in there, and I'll float it. All right, so here's my larger box. This is, let's see, let's get the size for you. This is 21 by 24 by 20. It's really going to depend on the project that you need, but this is another heavy duty box. It's from Home Depot. And like I said, Lowe's has heavy duty boxes also. It's just more layers of protection. You know, it's twice the size of I'm sorry, it's twice the width of a normal box, so it gives kind of a nice strong feel to it. We're gonna crush up a bunch of paper and toss it in the bottom right now. So what this will do is this will protect UPS from dropping it like that and having it hit the ground directly. Instead, this will act as kind of a cushion to keep it, you know, from breaking, hopefully. So let's go ahead and throw 2 boxes in there. And like I said, I would love to put paper all the way around, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get to it. It doesn't look like I'm going to get to be able to do it. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and throw these on top, and then we will float these. And we'll put paper around the side too. So first we'll start with the paper on the side. All right, not the best tape job in the world, but I like to use a lot of tape. And then finally, we're gonna put some fragile stickers all over this. Now, jury's out on whether fragile stickers work or not. Some say it's just a challenge you're offering up to UPS. It says just break this, but we've got this pretty well protected, so hopefully it can take a shot and still survive. So we'll go ahead and put those stickers on right now. All right, so here's those fragile stickers. And like I said, sometimes it's just, you know, a challenge. So we'll go ahead and put them all over it and see if that works. All right, there it is, all over the box. Please get there safe. Come on, baby. All right, so there's the big bastard on the scale. We'll measure it here, but just for those who are curious, looks like it's flashing on camera kind of weirdly, but almost 50 pounds. So that's what it's clocking in at. Should be interesting to see what the cost is, but that's it, man. So I'm sweaty. Hopefully I've got enough sweat where my shirt starts to even out a little bit. But yeah, so I am done. Good to go. Check out my Instagram to find out if it arrived okay. Hopefully it does, but thanks for hanging in there. I haven't done a boxing video in a while, so if you guys liked it, make sure to like, subscribe, clicky, make a comment. You know, ask me, you know, if you want to see more of these boxing videos where I box kind of weird stuff, let me know and type it in the comments. But yeah, subscribe and like, please. I'm trying to grow this channel. Let's do it. All right, bye.